right, Mr. Simple Biz Guy, let's start the show.
Hello, everybody, and thank you for tuning into this episode of SimpleBiz360. My name is Jeff Mason. I'm your host for the next 5 minutes, and we are so honored you're here. We are episode 215. You can find us on IGTV, which is Instagram, Rumble, YouTube, 28 listening platforms. And hey, today we got a great show. We're going to dip right back from the book, which is SimpleBiz360 Timeless Business Tools. We're going to go to tool 48 and 49, and we're going to talk about scaling your core competencies. And, hey, listen, as business owners, as business operators, as entrepreneurs, we tend to gravitate to some of these core competencies that we can do really well. Right? And we take these core competencies and then we want to take them and build a company around them. And, when we become successful, when this works and we start hiring additional employees and everything, well, it's many times that if you see on the back wall here, what's called personal operating values, many times it's some of these POVs and some of these other core competencies that have made our companies what they are. And we want to make sure we include those when we scale. So tools number 48 and 49 from our book really talk about identifying your core competencies and promoting them. So we're going to talk today about the easiest ways to make sure that you can scale this integrity of those core competencies into the company growth and expansion as you get bigger. Now, when you take a look at what customers really want, you really start diving into it. Uniqueness is one of the things that always comes up. And, the idea that 8 out of 10 of our competitors, they all play in the same sandboxes. I call it the price, quality, and delivery sandbox. They're just over there playing in that. And, it kind of gets boring. Customers go, hey, we're looking for something that's unique. We're looking for somebody who approaches it differently, that really speaks our language. We tune into the radio station called WIIFM. What's in it for me? So, let's find vendors that can do that in better ways. And a lot of times it's those core competencies that we can use and leverage as we scale and get bigger to make sure that we continually look unique, feel unique, and we aren't with those other 8 competitors in the PDQ sandbox, right? Price, delivery, and quality. So here we go, talking about what's the easiest ways to do it. Well, here's our 3-prong approach. First of all, you have to go through a work career life of continuing to improve. So this idea of continued improvement has to be a bedrock to what you do on a daily basis. Because if you're not dissecting what's wrong, enhancing it, and by correcting it and making it better for the future, then you're really not doing anything for your core competency values and core competency business skills. But if we continue to improve on things, this is where we get better and better and better with third-party advice, best in class, best practices, all this good stuff, right? So then once we have that mindset ingrained on a daily basis, it's always shareable and teachable. It is. Whether it's family members or whether it's not family members, you can always take these core competencies. And, I suggest another piece of this is to hire correctly. So you have to make sure you ask people enough questions in the hiring process to know if you have a candidate that can conduct business in a way that's going to uphold your core competencies, right? And going to polish those and megaphone those to customers in a way that is speaking to their radio station, right? WIIFM. So it's a share and it's a teach, and then it's a train. And training's practice, training's repetition, training is oversight. You've got to not only teach the employee what to do, but you've got to kind of look over their shoulder, walk alongside them, make sure they're doing it right, make sure they're able to do it, help steer them in the right direction along the way, correct them along that go forward path, and to make sure that you're training this person to use this or do this as a standard operating procedure. That's kind of what we're really trying to bake in here. So this is, again, the process is improve and enhance. It's to share and teach and make sure you train. And this many times is role playing, especially in customer facing situations. We've got to role play these situations to make sure we're talking to customers right. When we do talk to them, we're writing customers in the correct way. So that's kind of our exciting little share today from the book. You can find us on SimpleBiz360.com. And we're going to go back to Film More West, right? 114 shows between, 68 and 73. And part of this Fillmore East, Fillmore West, rock and roll royalty graced the stage for all these Derek and the Dominoes gets together, right? You got Clapton, you got Bobby Whitlock, Carl Rattle, Jim Gordon on the drums. These guys get together and they do a version of Let It Rain. It's about 17 minutes. It's unbelievable. Enjoy it. We will see you in 168 hours.